you fuckers do.
Yeah,
Wow.
depending on what I do. But
Hey, I have high hopes for you guys.
I have my. I finally felt like I had something more because there's something I didn't forget about it, but I just didn't acknowledge it, and now I'm like, I should probably acknowledge that. So I'm like,
Yeah.
also I'm very hyper right now. If you cannot tell, I don't know what happened.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Ringo Burr.
I need to get my little. No, don't fell.
Should we wait for our dearest Otto to come back, or should I just start?
Wait for
I
Ari.
think
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it over with.
Ari comes back. Up, session's done.
Well, I
I'm gonna
mean,
be back really quick.
God. Well,
Okay, I don't know how to feel about this dice because it just gave me a nat 1, but also all the other times it's been like 15s, 11s.
no, but you're like using all of your bad luck now. So
True. I just got nat 20. No, I don't want to use my luck too. Stop it.
stop rolling dice.
Stop. But I love rolling dice.
There we go.
Oh, what did you think of the fit, Claire?
The fit,
The fit.
that fit fucks.
Hell yeah.
Hardcore.
Bitsy.
Do you know Bloodborne at all, Claire?
Vaguely. I attempted to play one once.
Do you know who Alina is?
No.
Or Eileen, sorry. Eileen. The
Please
crew. Hold on. Wait, I'm trying to find our messages where it's not been that long. There we go. I'm trying to cosplay this beautiful woman.
Awareness?
Oh, me just telling everyone I literally can about the cosplay I'm gonna do.
As you should. As you should.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah, the hat isn't gonna be part of it. That was just a fedora that or a flat-brimmed hat, technically, that my brother had. I'm gonna slap this hat on.
Just put the hat on and call it a day.
That does. But I see the vision.
Yeah, I bought a trench coat for it. I'm gonna hand make the cloak, but I'm gonna make it out of a curtain.
Okay, artiste, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Because feathers are too damn expensive, so I just saw this and I was like, you know what? Close enough.
Slain.
Oh yeah, it's pretty close.
Alright, well.
Are we ready to die, guys?
I'm so ready.
Yep.
Let's go.
Dramatic.
I'm kinda ready. I need to figure out what the fuck happened to my list, but other than that, yeah.
Being dramatic. Well. Anyways. Are you good? Are you guys ready? Guys ready? You blow your stuff. Okay, let's cross our hearts, pray
Cross
a little
our
bit
hopes.
that nothing goes wrong. Both in and out of the session for me.
Jesus.
Good luck.
But we're gonna do this because someone can't do it next week. So we're gonna fuck, okay?
Whoa.
Okay.
Who's gonna fuck?
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Us,
Me.
a collective. Anyways, last session was spent mostly in the alleyways waiting for Ace to leave from his quote-unquote work, whatever that job entailed. Both Otto and Virtue had a few scares, Virtue seeing some vengeful spirits that tried to take over his body, and Otto finding out that they're slowly getting their body back. So, yay, I'm sure neither of those things have implications for the future, and you shouldn't have been taking notes during those portions. Anyways, after 3-ish hours and no Ace, you all decided to go and check up on him. You found that his client that he was working with was dead from, killing himself. And Ace was suffering a mild overdose, but thankfully, Virtue stopped him from, dying. And Ace kind of grabbed onto Virtue like a cat that randomly sits on you and you don't know what to do with. Ace eventually, comes back to after waking up and being kind of like high, drunk, like hungover, we could say. He eventually comes back to. He like talks a bit bad about his body, and he also talks shit on you guys to your face a little bit. You all see a changeling getting executed under the guise that they were, quote, working with the new killer. Before anything else could be said or done about that, the party was ambushed by arrows through the windows. Rock Crusher ran out the windows for God knows what, and he's not coming back for some reason. I don't know why. And Krista showed up at your door, and you guys immediately let her in. Unfortunately, that was, in fact, a horrible idea, as she and 4 other changelings from the club that surround you all in the party, ready to attack. But they haven't actually taken the first swing. So, everyone lock in. You see that the changeling that used to be Krista speaks up with a club, the weapon, in her hand, and a club, the symbol, tattooed underneath her eye. And she says, "Come on, we don't want to fight ya. Just give us the heart, and we can avoid all this mess." And you hear Ace from in the corner go, "Oh, lick my prostate, you capital loving card. There's a reason nobody wants to know who you are." What do you do?
Hold on, why is my mic not picking me up? Okay. Hmm.
Well, obviously I'm gonna turn an Ace.
Can I get from the situation when they say the heart? Are they looking at a particular changeling in the room?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I'm getting that context. Okay. Alright. Okay, oh god, why? I'm blanking! My brain just went done. Oh no.
It's not like they have weapons and they're ready to attack or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm panicking. Internal panic.
They're like, fuck.
Thrown straight into the deep end.
Let's hold on here. But by the heart, do you mean our friend over there?
No, he's just piped up randomly for no reason.
Oh, you're friends. You're friends with a heart now. And you hear Ace go, "They're not my friends. They're random strangers that just happen to be in my room at the same time that you are, you asshole."
I'm trying, like, out of character, I'm trying so hard not to laugh because it's serious. It's a serious thing.
Asshole.
Fabric just like rubs her face a little bit.
And
Good.
may I ask why?
Why are you so curious? The changeling grips onto their weapon a little harder.
Well, you're currently looking at me with a weapon and wondering what crossfire I'm in.
Well, if you're oh so excited to figure it out, We need the heart for the investigation of liquid pox.
What is liquid? Can I roll something on that? What the fuck is liquid pox?
If you want to roll a history check, go for it.
A
Can I roll a
history.
history check too?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
While you're rolling, you hear Ace pipe in again, taking the situation just not seriously at all, saying, "Oh, please, you come for brains. What do you know about it that the rest of the suits don't already know, huh?"
16.
I got a 16 as well.
Oh, look at that. You both know the exact same knowledge on this thing. From the sounds of it, specifically there being pox at the end, it sounds like some sort of illness, but it's not one that you've ever encountered even a name of before. But something that obviously Ace knows very well too.
Interesting.
What do I do? Um, I'm not quite familiar with this. Uh, where are the changelings in the room? Like, is there any behind us, or is the space behind us fairly?
The window is directly behind you, and there's nothing at that window. But on each side of the room, there are changelings kind of like lining the outside of
Okay.
the edge of this room. The changeling pipes up again, going, "The clock's ticking for you, elf."
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look to Ace, kind of with the the fuck are we doing here? Look, hold on. Do I have? I feel like I took this before. I do have message. But can I try to discreetly? I have to point a finger at someone. Can I discreetly try to point at Ace and leave a message? How many words must it be?
21. I'm pretty sure.
But you reply in a whisper only you can hear. You can cast this through solid objects. It doesn't have a word limit. Oh.
Oh, what the fuck? Which one has a word limit then?
I
think sending.
Sending, yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. Message is just like, I guess, a little message. And I'll ask, what the hell are we doing?
Can you make a sleight of hand or performance check to try and discreetly cast the spell?
Sleight of hand or performance. I'm a little better in performance. That is soft 20.
Soft 20. So while you're trying to buy time with this changeling in front of you, you discreetly put your hands behind your back and point towards Ace casting the spell. And you see him acting with his body, but his mouth not opening, just responding to you through your head. And there's no word limit for the response, is there?
No.
You hear him go, "Well, there's two options. One, I run and you fight them. And maybe you'll survive. Or, you run, I run, and try our best not to end up in the capital."
Kind of like the dually running off.
I like to imagine we just see Richie's face just go, like
You know
that.
what?
I like
This
that
was
idea.
a joke prior, but how that the fall from the window? How far is that?
You cannot. Remember, you are on the. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna get the correct number here.
Oh, we're on the
I
sixth
thought it
floor.
was pretty high.
Yeah.
Because I cannot remember it's 6 or 9. I don't think it's 9.
I don't think it's 9 either.
I'm pretty sure it's 6.
6. Yes, you're on the 6th floor.
Okay, so high.
So from
The
that
rest of
height,
you-
it would someone would break a leg.
The rest of you can see Ace, his body just like he's like as if he's talking with his hands, and like Virtue and him are like eyeing each other like they're trying to talk with no words, but they're actually talking with no words. And then Virtue, you see him point towards his head as if he's like had a light bulb moment.
Mhm.
And he just winks at you and then just walks backwards, still looking at the rest of these clubs. And then as soon as he reaches the edge of the window, he flips them both off and then shoves his fingers in his mouth and then falls backwards out of the window.
Well, it looks like that's our cue to leave.
I feel like Virtue's gonna sit there and be like, all right,
And
let's
all of you roll initiative.
run.
I like the idea. It's like that one gif of just everyone just falling out of the window. That's how I'm gonna imagine this later. Just...
This thing, I don't know if I have a way to safely. Hold on, I need to look at my spells. Do I have anything?
That will be a 14.
Okay.
There's no trees in here, is there?
We're in the city.
Yeah.
While everyone's drawing, I got a question, Claire. Because at least the Satyr that Otto is can jump pretty high, though granted not 6 stories high. If Otto was to jump out this window, would there be like a little less fall damage than say if an elf was to jump out this window?
Or fire.
Just because you can jump higher doesn't mean it's not going to hurt anymore. But
Well, I'm saying not a resistance kind of, but like more shock absorbent. I don't know, something along that line.
you could try to like jump to a different building.
What's the closest building?
Well, technically it's the one that Rockcrusher ran to, but you know, God rest his soul.
I mean, if it's 8 feet close enough, then yeah.
8 feet.
Mm,
You
can only
can
jump-
try to jump to the building right next to it. You could try.
Yeah, I'm about to say I can only jump. It doesn't say I can jump 8 feet across, but I can jump 8. Hold on, let me just double check. Let me read this racial trait.
Are you gonna just leave me and Virtue here?
Running too. You're on your own.
Like the paladins. Okay, to be fair, I'm only asking this. This is just for later uses, not now. I haven't decided yet. Let's reel it back a bit.
You might be lucky depending on how Roll20 rolls these dice.
I
Okay?
got a 19 on the initiative.
Okay.
I have an idea. It's a bad one, but I have an idea.
Well, looks like a paladin might go off the roof. Not off the roof, off the balcony. Sorry.
What's your dex modifier, Virtue?
A +3.
Okay.
You know what? Time to go and look at Otto's reactions, just in case, because I don't want to get stabbed. Oh,
Do any of these do any of these people have like arrows, or is it all like clubs? Ironically.
It's all clubs. None of them
Okay.
have arrows.
Okay.
You're still not quite sure where those came from. Okay. Well, it seems that you guys have been graced by the D&D Beyond dice rolling gods. So, first up is Maverick.
Woo. Have they?
I will note that Virtue basically said, I tried saying let's run before, but my mic kept not picking me up, which was
Oh.
frustrating me. So let's see, Virtue said let's run before Claire said roll initiative.
Yes, I'll allow that.
I just was physically trying to say it, and every time my mic wasn't picking up, I'm like, why? Why is my mic being worse than Claire's? Stop!
So basically, Otto and Maverick, just to get you a good idea of what you just saw, you saw Virtue and Ace. You know when black people, they like stare at each other and
Yeah.
they're talking? It was that. And then all of a sudden, Ace he's like, light bulb moment. Walks to the edge, basically says, fuck you, and then sucks on his own middle fingers, jumps out, and Virtue says, let's run. So, do with that what you will.
Okay, Maverick would follow them as fast as she could. In that case.
Are you? You're the first in line, so you're the first
Right.
running.
Okay.
You're the first up.
Oh god.
Roland, you're lead chief.
Ah! Fuck, why did I have to go first?
Well, that's what happens when you get a good dice roll.
Okay.
That's what happens when you're a paladin.
How close am I to the window? Because I remember that, like, she was kind of, like, she was close to it, but I don't know how close.
You are, about 10 feet away from the window.
10 feet?
Mm-hmm. And I can say that just a guesstimate, you are 30 feet in the air.
30 feet in the air, okay. Does it look like there's anything that she can grab onto?
You could either grab onto the broken windowsill that this room has, or this window has. But other than that, this building kind of seems just like a straight downward slope, unless you want to try and like move yourself to fall into the wet trash that's in the corner from the alleyway.
You know what? With my 20 walking speed.
You have a 20.
I have a 20.
How the fuck did that?
They're encumbered.
Her
I need to have,
armor's
like-
too heavy for her.
I need to
You're
have
too weak for the armor.
one more in my stream. But I don't.
Gotcha.
You
You get winded walking over to the freaking window.
Yeah, she's
You just see her like hobbling over, like fuck.
just trying to go to the window and try to position herself so that she can jump into the wet trash pit pile.
Ooh.
to
And are
break
you
her
going
fall.
to jump or do you want to wait?
I think she will wait and make sure that Otto and Virtue get out
Okay.
first, because if they grab on, like, or if anything happens, then, and if they
So you're saving your action to jump out after they do.
can I prepare
Or
an
however you wanna
action
do
to,
it.
like, oh god, what can
Take it down, brother.
I do? I wasn't prepared to go first.
Well, fortunately, the dragon is not here to actively keep you in the combat. So probably the only time you're going to be able to run away without someone protesting.
Oh, what can I do? I can do something with. Can I do something with my shield? Do I have a shield? Where's my shield?
Do I have a shield?
I love all the mumbling. Do you have a shield?
Rose second guessing themselves.
Okay, so I guess I want to prepare. Can I prepare a bonus action?
If you prepare something, it'd be like the whole. I'd have you prepare a whole action, not just a bonus action.
Okay. It's tricky because I took the shield master feat, so I can shove someone, or I can try to shove someone within 5 feet of me.
You want to shove someone out a
but it's
window?
a bonus action.
I'd
Oh,
say
if you want to do that as your action and save to do that, but then do nothing else, and you can do that.
Okay, I would like to prepare that as an action to whichever seems like the best at the moment, to either shove whoever tries to come up and attack either Otto or Virtue, like, backwards or off the balcony or windowsill.
Okay.
Whatever it is.
Okay. And that is the end of your turn.
Yes.
Next up is oh shit. I did my math wrong. Next up is the changeling that used to be Krista. This changeling that's in the middle of the room seems to be doing all of the talking, seems to be who everyone is listening to in this group.
Mm-hmm.
So, Maverick, you went towards the window, which Virtue, you were talking to this changeling, and so you were the closest to her. And you see this changeling reach out and try to grab onto you. Not necessarily like attack you, but grapple you. So can you make a strength check for me?
Yes. 18. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You lucky bastard.
Oh my god!
You lucky bastard.
I'm sitting here like,
What
crap,
was
thank
it?
God it wasn't me.
I'm not going to tell you that information.
Ugh.
Well, you see that she does manage to like grab onto you, but you manage to slip through her grasp too fast for her to be able to cling onto you, causing you to not move. So you're free to move and you're not grappled.
Yay.
Next up
Virtue
is
Superwoman.
Virtue.
Okay.
And Virtue, before you begin, just something that I want you to know is that as you're contemplating what to do in your head, you feel this like stinging pain on one of your ankles for some reason. You haven't done anything, no one's done anything to you. You just kind of like wince as you're like, ow, as if like you almost have a cramp in that leg. And at the same time, you hear a thud from outside, presumably of, you know, the man, myth, legend himself hitting the ground.
Oh god.
I felt like he was gonna do something, like have a spell prepared. No, he just fucking. Fucking
I
What
mean,
did
he
you
took
expect from him?
he took like 3d6 damage. He'll be fine.
Yeah, you don't take any damage from this feeling, but it definitely like causes your attention to be brought down to your ankle as you're like, oh fuck. But now it is your turn.
And I don't see anything visibly wrong with my ankle as of yet, right? It's just
No.
Ow.
Yes, there's nothing physically wrong with your ankle.
Okay. Virtue will also head towards. Unless, am I within 5 feet of this girl?
You are within 5 feet of her because she tried to grapple you.
Okay. I'll use my bonus action to disengage. And then I will run towards the balcony. Not balcony. Oh my god, why did I say that? Window.
Sorry, because I probably said balcony. I was.
You might have.
I did, yeah.
You know, it's an opening that will lead to the ground. That's all that matters.
Is that opening to lead to the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I see the same pile of wet trash, or is there like something else I could see?
You
Besides
see
Ace.
Ace waiting there, like looking at his wrist as if he's like, damn, these people are taking for fucking ever. So
Okay.
It's not even 6 seconds.
he's tapping his foot on the ground, annoyed. But unless you want to fall on him, then the only thing.
Catch!
Just totally follow it.
Nope. Catch me. I mean, he's done it before.
Bro.
What the hell?
Okay, I'll go full send towards
Don't
the
be a
wet trash,
coward.
not him.
No,
Okay.
don't be a coward. Do it.
I don't want to fall on him. He might not catch me. It'd hurt.
Wow.
You can
I'm
use
feeling
it to
stronger
break
than he
fall.
looks.
You can use it.
He'd let me fall.
Come on. It'd be funny. You should do
Did you have
it.
that one
Be pure
group
pressure.
where they just step to the side?
No, literally, that'd be my luck.
Well, it's, you know, it's your character. You can choose to fall into the wet trash if you want to.
I don't believe Virtue would jump onto Ace.
It's true. Can you make an athletics or acrobatics check to try and land
Yep.
this garbage?
Wee. Okay. Oh, it's a nice roll. Where it's Is it acrobatics or athletics? Oh, I forgot I'm good at athletics.
Wait, I'm actually talented in something? No
I'm
way.
talented in something other than insight. I got a 26.
Okay. You do manage, you skirt right past Maverick as Maverick's trying to wait for both you and Anna to get out. And you just go for it. You're like, hey, no time like the present. Whee! Not head first, but, pretty close. And you see Lilith kind of like falling after you, almost like there's a balloon tied to your back and she's like falling too. Even though like she should be able to like float around, but she's falling too, but she doesn't hit the ground. You, on the other hand, do hit the pile of trash. Hooray! However, it is a big, wet, fatty pile of garbage.
Okay.
So you smell and feel just wet with this corrosive almost matter of just shit. It's not actual shit, but it's pretty fucking close. You feel nasty, but you don't take any damage. So congratulations, I guess.
And I'll like flick some of like, I don't know, some of the like a banana peel towards Ace.
Ace's face is stoic, is stone cold, and you just see him blankly, and he gives you a slow clap. And says, very graceful.
Oh, bow. Okay, that'll be my turn.
Next up is Otto.
Fun times. I'm not feeling like going through the roof. Anyway, so Otto's probably gonna look at them, smile, give a small bow before the floor underneath just opens as I use Dimension Door, and Otto just whoop, gone.
Damn, too much,
I was just like, it was like, that like kind like bow people do before they leave, one of those, and then we'll probably just end up right next to Ace.
I explained this to Ari, but in my head, whenever Otto uses Dimension Door, it's like a Minecraft door, and then it opens with that Minecraft door opening sound, and then you just hear the Ender Pearl teleport
Oh my God, I love
you
that.
as the door opens.
Yes. Canon.
And all Ace sees right next to him is just something, just a door, woof. And then Otto like just jumps out of it and just like standing right next to him, just casually.
Teacher.
He looks at you almost disgusted. He's like, at least Virtue decided to take the plunge into the trash so that I could laugh.
Where was I supposed to land on, Virtue?
Yes!
I'm not gonna land on it. Well, actually, I think Maverick's coming. That's actually gonna hurt. Have fun with that one. Virtue, I get out of the
I'm
trash.
gonna dodge! I already got the trash. I got out the trash.
Too fucking late now. You just decided not to move, but
Can you imagine if Maverick just jumped into the trash onto Virtue in their heavy armor? Oh, I'd feel so bad.
I said I got out and flicked some of the garbage towards Ace.
oh yeah, you did. You did say that. I'm just making up my own fucking shit.
Trying to
What you
get
guys
me
say. I'm like,
crushed.
I'm gonna crush you.
No.
speaking of Maverick, do you want to leap out of this, or do you want to stay a little longer?
I would like to leap out of this and into the trash piles.
Okay, can you make an athletics or acrobatics?
Which is better? Athletics. Let's do this. That is an 18.
Okay. You also managed to land in the pile of wet, stinky, humid garbage. So I guess you and Virtue get to share that joyful experience of smelling nasty.
This is the most disgusting thing that I have ever done.
You'll get used to it.
You see Ace pull out a Ace of Hearts card, and he writes something on it and then breaks it in half. And then he says, well, they won't be coming after us. You're welcome.
want to jump into a slimy pile of trash?
Oh, they couldn't if they wanted to. Don't worry. He has a
Oh.
almost innocent-looking smile on his face after
She's, like,
threatening these people's lives.
Looking at him really concerned.
Yeah, it's Ace. That's all I can say.
Yeah, it's normal. It's a normal thing.
So what
You-
is this liquid pox that they're chasing you over?
Oh, nothing you have to worry about, little thing, he says as he turns around, starting to walk away.
What, did you start like an STD or something?
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Excuse me, I use protection whenever I fuck my client into submission. Unless you want me to give you an STD, which I could.
I'll pass.
I wasn't prepared for that comment.
I wasn't the one who made it.
I know, that's the thing. That's why I'm stunned.
Look,
I wasn't expecting that from Maverick.
it came to my mind and I couldn't resist not saying it.
I am baffled.
Yeah, like, I'm
The
also
woman
stunned.
was
I
too
don't-
stunned to speak.
Yeah, literally, both of us were too stunned. I'm just imagining both Virtue and Otto are just looking at Maverick.
My hand flew over my mouth.
Yeah, same. I imagine we're both looking at Maverick like, what the fuck?
Also, that was very offensive towards sex workers. We don't all have STDs, thank you very much.
Well,
I know
they
you're a
said-
child of God or whatever.
They said liquid pox, and sometimes.
I don't want to imagine that
I don't need to
anymore,
get into the
Maverick.
details.
Please.
I don't need to.
Okay, Maverick, you know what, Maverick? Just
I'm gonna stop talking.
wipe yourself off with that gunk you have crammed in your arm now. And let's just not talk about it.
Virgie's gonna flick some of it towards Otto.
I'll immediately step back for that shit. Not happening. Ugh.
Can I roll to flick a piece of
Oh
trash?
god.
Roll that.
Just bear hug, Otto. Just bear hug. Oh.
Oh yeah. Wait, but
I'm immediately dimensioning door onto a roof. Fuck y'all, that's not happening.
Oh my god.
I want to discreetly just throw a little piece of trash at Otto.
Roll
Never
to
mind.
hit with an unarmed strike if you want to try.
Oh, 16.
Missed.
Yeah, I thought so.
It
It like flies past your head, I imagine.
would be really fucked up if you accidentally hit Ace.
She's like, oh.
You
darn.
don't. Thankfully.
I think Ace would have had a fucking fit.
You know, I could fully make fun of you by explaining what it actually is, but I'm better than that, so I'm not going to.
Okay.
And you'd missed on an opportunity to make fun of us.
Mhm.
That's a stranger. I only make fun of people that I know can take it. I don't want you to I don't know, kill yourself over a comment I make.
Why would I kill myself?
Did you not see the guy in the bed?
Well,
Excuse me, he enjoyed his final movements.
I
They
didn't
were,
say
you
he
know,
didn't.
on me, in me, so he's fine.
I was like gonna look at the dead man who was like tossed out the window and be like, yeah, fine.
Could have been a worse death.
Fair enough.
he probably enjoyed himself.
Why are we talking about this?
What's the next plan?
Oh no, you were the one to ask me.
What are we doing now? Cause
Look, I don't know where you're getting this "we" from, but I actually don't really want to see you guys again. You see him sort of like close his eyes and hold his temples and turn away from you before turning back, and he almost seems a little bit different. Like before he was being playfully like snobbish, but now he seems like very serious, almost. His eyes are still blue, for those that are asking, but he just seems different. Especially, he's kind of like he's been like disregarding Virtue a little bit, but when he turns back around, his head is fully faced towards Virtue and no one else. And you see him just start to walk towards you slowly. Virtue.
Is there anything different about him?
He looks angry. Not angry like he's going to attack you, but not that you're like anyone that he wants to be friends with at this moment. As he says, "Look, whatever you're trying to do, save Elena, protect the city, protect your image, it's not going to work. So stop while you're ahead."
I just want to know why she left. Why she went here.
You see him laugh at what you said, walking closer to you, face to face. His expression somewhere between anger and worry. She chose her fate. Life won't be peaceful for much longer. Not in the suits, not in this god's awful city. And if you're foolish enough to think that you can just sit here and change this place, then you're going to need to start digging a lot deeper than you ever have before.
Do you know where I can start?
You see him smile as he points towards the little creature that's been hovering behind you this whole time. And he says, "Find the effigy, but you're not going to get it from me. My story's already decided for," he says as he turns away from you, not looking at the rest of you, and just slowly walks out of the alleyway. And right before he leaves, you can see him rubbing his head again, almost hitting it as if he's hurting of some kind, but he walks away.
Okay.
Well, that was something.
I'm gonna write that down.
Out of character, real quick. Aren't we? I feel like we were also supposed to see someone. I just don't remember what.
We were supposed to convince Ace into that deal, but we didn't end up doing that.
Well, we kind of been busy, and
Yeah,
we didn't
you
want
know,
to.
it felt like really a bad time after someone
Yeah.
just tried killing themselves. Be like, by the way, about a business opportunity.
And also the fact of what Maverick just said. I don't think we want to say that shit.
Yeah, you really fucked that one up.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine trying to make that offer after what Maverick said? I feel like Ace would have laughed in our faces and I would have walked away sooner if we had tried that.
I don't know what came over me.
I was not gonna be that person. Can I check my
Yeah.
ankle really quick? More.
What'd you say?
Bert, can I check my ankle, but more for early now that we have time?
Yeah, you want to inspect your ankle?
Yes, please.
Make a medicine check.
A medicine.
And while you do that, you see Lilith sort of like literally float her way into the conversation and go, "Does your friend always act like that?"
Yeah. That's pretty normal. The flipping, the hitting of the head is new, but the sass and the remarks are pretty on par.
Hmm.
Why?
Oh, no reason. Just curious.
I'm fighting the insight demons right now.
It is a literal ball of fire that you
I
want to
know.
incite.
I have incited less.
That's true. What was your medicine check?
19.
19.
Just leave
Well,
you.
I think that's the lowest she's rolled.
You
No.
inspect your can you make a history check for me real quick as
Oh,
well?
God. Oh, my dice!
But my dice. No.
Who wanted to die? That is a 14.
Okay. For the medicine check, you look down at your ankle. It's specifically your right ankle. I should specify that was the one that felt that sharp pain before. And you look at it. It doesn't hurt to step on it or anything. You do look and you see that right around like the ball of the ankle, there is a small little bruise. It's only slightly discolored, especially because it kind of blends with your skin tone pretty well. Um, but with your check, your history check, you remember just, recalling like why would that possibly like be there? What happened? You remember specifically when you landed, because that's when Ace was the closest to you, and his skin is white. So just say that for what you will. You saw a similar, not identical, a bit bigger bruise on his right ankle.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna look at ours. Did any of you feel a pain in your ankle? No.
I don't recall.
Nope.
Maverick, you hit your ass on one of the trash cans a little bit hard, but that wasn't an
I hit the trash can a little bit hard, but I mean,
No, that wouldn't be it.
We're talking about your leg, not your ass.
yes, I mean, my leg. I mean, when my leg is connected to what? Well,
I think you're missing. Just sit in the corner.
Maverick.
Just sit in the corner.
I'm not gonna go sit in the corner.
2 strikes. Strike 2.
Why did you sprain your leg when you were coming down?
Maybe.
Do you want me to take a look?
Do you know what? Sure.
And I guess I'll check out Virtue's leg.
Give me a medicine check, mate.
Yay! I'm proficient.
Proficient.
Not
Can-
proficient. Sorry,
can
not
I-
proficient. No, I am.
Can I have
Natural
all of it?
20.
Okay. I
Whoa.
don't need it.
Oh, look at that. You look at where Virtue is pointing to, and you see that the knee does look bruised as if that had been hit. It had like a hard impact on it, so it looks like it should be hurting a lot more than Virtue casually walking around, and for like a little bruise if Virtue actually did fall on it.
Mm.
So it looks legit, but Virtue's reaction is kind of like the outlier of like, why aren't you like in pain about it?
Yeah. Okay. This is pretty. I don't want to say nasty, but you should be in a lot more pain than what you're leading on to. Are you sure you're good?
I think so. I feel fine. It's just it hurt before I even.
Or something.
Does it?
Do you have any idea what it is, Lilith?
I was gonna ask Claire really quickly, if you don't mind. Does it look like a certain object hit it, or is it just bruised?
It just looked like it had been impacted by an
Okay.
object, but it doesn't really show enough to
Okay.
say what. You see Vela kind of like twiddle with her hands and it's like, well, either you're hit it, didn't know, and you're still under the adrenaline from them, or, I don't know, maybe a spirit again?
Oh. Thanks.
Spirit just kicked you in the leg casually.
We don't generally do that, but if they're specifically pretty vengeful but don't want to try and take over a body, just harm it, then they will, you know, do that.
Hmm.
Why am I not surprised?
That's a whole new
You
meaning
can
to
get
kicking someone while
protection
they're
if you
down.
want to.
What did Lilith say? I'm sorry.
You could get protection if you want to from the vengeful spirits.
I believe that might be a good idea because I cannot be babysat, and if the next time one tries to make me kill myself, that would be a predicament.
Oh, yeah, now I'm remembering. Didn't Lilith say that we should probably check out, someone?
There was
Two people, I think.
a
Spirit
spirit
weaver.
person. Yes.
There's usually
Wow.
one in every city that has a Shiverblade sector in it. Lucky for you, you live in one.
Alright, well, should we start heading there?
Yes.
Do you know the directions of it?
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm not sure if Virtue knows where that person would be.
So it looks up to God.
The Spirit Weaver lives in the spirits sector of this nation. The whole thing with history, I learned it from my husband, that in the past, the Shiverblades used to control the city, but once the new regime, I guess, took over, they signed a contract to give a section of the city away. So it's technically not under the name of Faust, though it's in the middle of the city.
Alright.
So a section of Faust that is Faust but isn't Faust.
You'll be able to tell.
City.
I remember
Alright.
seeing you pass. I mean, I wasn't following you or anything, but I
Totally not.
remember when you went to the graveyard that's right next to it. I remember seeing a group similar to you for no reason pass through that part of the city.
Alright, I guess we're going back in that direction.
Hey, I'm just gonna note. I don't believe from prior I recasted the disguise self. So, did I? Wait, I think I did.
I don't know if you never went out of it.
Yeah, I went out of it to cast the spell on Ace, but then I recasted it right before the fight. And
Thank
since
God
I
that
didn't
wasn't
cast
done.
anything, and I didn't hit anyone, I'm pretty sure this guy's self is still up. Okay, I'm good.
Can you imagine if it wasn't out? Then people are just pointing, pointing at Virtue.
Oh, oh my God! I recognize that.
Yeah, hell no. Okay, I am
The celebrities here.
I am in disguise. Just
Yeah, you're
making
fine,
sure.
Amar Singe.
Amar Singe. Anyway, I guess from that point, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna start heading towards what was described as the middle of the city, where a very familiar group walked by that was not being followed.
Yep, totally.
Yes.
Let's go.
I will say, you do remember from trying to locate the poker chips that when you passed by a certain part of the city, all of the lanterns were not, the fire was not red, it was blue, similar to what Lilith was. Virtue, you also remember seeing one of these flames almost have eyes, though at the time you thought that you were just going crazy. But
Oh,
Yeah.
that's that.
Yep. Okay. I have a heading.
here we go!
Off on an adventure.
And you, Lilith, the last thing is, before you leave, Lilith goes, I will warn you. I can warn you of when spirits are coming, but until you get that protection, you might just want to stay attached to the hip to your friend over there. You know, hug hands, cuddle, all that fun stuff.
She's just gonna nod slowly and like slow down to a painful amount to be as fast as Maverick.
Yeah.
every so often Otto like looks back and is just like, "Fuck! I forgot they're slow." Uh,
At least I found someone slower than me.
I know it's a miracle. No,
Lilith
not
kind
really a
of
miracle.
slowly grabs your hand and then grabs Maverick's hand and then kind of slowly puts them together.
How
I
sweet.
mean,
Maverick isn't here
Jordan
to
isn't here, but
isn't here to like consent to this, however.
I'm sure Maverick would.
Right as you said
Never
that, I came
sold.
back. I come back.
Yeah, so
Oh.
so Lilith advised that I would be attached to your hip and took our hands and put them together. So
Oh, okay. It's like,
I swear nothing else is going on, nothing else. The liquid pox isn't gonna get you, you know?
oh no. Not
I don't
the
have
liquid
it.
pox.
I'm curious on the way there, because normally when they talk about liquid pucks, a lot of times those are like epidemics and all that. Is there any flyers or anything on the way that mentions
Make
liquid
an
pucks?
investigation check.
Shit! Where the fuck did I go? Oh, okay, that's not a bad roll. Investigation. I think it's 21.
A 31?
A 21.
Okay. I was like, damn.
Not
that
a
was
pretty
decent.
one.
You do not see, hear anything from a person, a flyer, nothing. This is the first time you're ever hearing liquid pox, but it seems that the two changelings that you know knew about it. So,
Okay.
So it could be something that the government is trying to keep under wraps.
I wouldn't be
That's right.
surprised. Or weaponizing. As we know, Ace has been affiliated with the Capitol, and if they were making an illness. Wow, Device is sounding like real life now.
Mm,
you know, I'm just
Real
so
life
good at
fucking
world building that
conspiracy.
it just sounds similar to now.
Like, maybe that's the only reason why I think only Ace would know something.
mhm.
That's fair.
Traveling
Yeah.
music.
Is there anything else
Yep.
you'd like to do on the way there?
I need to be big.
I'm not
My stomach
thinking
is
of
trying to kill me.
anything.
Oh.
I'll be right back.
I
Man, this
can't.
is gonna take hours just because of Jordan.
I can't really think of anything to do while we walk. Maybe just keep an eye on the surroundings and stay downwind and stay out of the smelly zone.
I'm not feeling any more pain, correct? It's just
No. Yeah, other than the very first time that you felt that little sting, like you see a bruise, but you don't feel any pain from that, and you don't feel any further pain.
okay. Making sure it's not getting worse.
Yes.
I don't know why it'd be really fucked up if it was some kind of like a quick injection or some shit, or like a tracker that was just put on to hurt you. That shit would be fucked up.
Yeah,
We
not
learn
my
it
only
later.
thing is that Ace had it too.
Yeah, that's
Was
what
it
I'm
on the same
saying.
foot?
Is the exact same spot, it's just Ace's bruise was bigger than yours.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to make sure that this shit doesn't spread. Okay.
One fun stuff.
You know
Alright,
what?
back to our job.
No more spreading things, okay? I am
No.
scarred.
No more spreading. You are very scarred.
I'm keeping a distance. At least
But
I'm not the one spreading.
Hey.
we can focus on, the not spreading, the getting to the spirits sector, all that fun stuff. Next session.
Haha!
That was
Yeah.
the shortest
Probably the
shit ever.
quickest session we've ever had.
Really?
It was only an hour. Holy shit.
No. I remember when I said it could be 30 minutes to like 3 hours, but luckily for you,
Yeah.
you avoided most of it. So lucky for you.
Yay!
Yay.
We didn't fight, we just ran.
You didn't fight.
Now, if it was Henry, that would have
Oh, if
taken
it was
like.
I'm so dead ass. I was ready to, if we were gonna fight, I was so dead ass ready to get the Mummy Lord out, being like, all right, let's do this, because it's kind of a tank, because it has damage immunities to necrotic, poison, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing
Ooh,
that are from non-magical
God.
items,
damn.
and also
Well, look,
has
we do have to do with that,
condition.
don't we?
Yeah, well, now that I've said it out loud, I'm pretty sure Claire's gonna sit here like, wow, all of these are magical.
Really?
Like, wait, I didn't know about that.
And then immune conditions is charm, exhaustion, frighten, paralyze, and poison.
Oh my god.
That is OP.
Surprisingly, it's only challenge level 13. No, not 13, 15. So it's within the thing. I mean, hey, it's better than a purple worm because I would have just swallowed everybody. Can you imagine that shit?
Oh god, yeah.
Come.
Get my eyes
Swallow
on
up
you.
to 4 people. What I do? Hey, I'm telling you this now. It's not a later thing.
Well, that was literally all that was left of this session, but I knew if Henry was here. Bitch. Love him to death. I love that little boy, even though he's taller than me, but love him to death. However, you know how much easier it was when you first of all you listened to Ace after he literally said that he was gonna abandon all of you if you chose to fight. But, you know.
That's just Virtue's thing.
Yeah, I kind of figured Ace was not gonna fight with us after that. I was like, yeah, he's not saying. I know for a fucking fact.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Okay, genuinely,